Here in the I button and in description box below, you will get complete playlist of Fourier transform. Welcome to video number 30, and in this video we are going to solve fifth problem on the topic, that is application of Fourier transform. Okay, this question is also very important. So before I start this video, I would request you to subscribe to my channel, and if you learn something from my videos, then please hit the like button and do share the playlist of Fourier transform with your friends. By doing this, you are supporting me. So let us start solving this fifth problem on the topic, that is application of Fourier transform. The question says solve del u upon del t equals to del square u upon del x square. The range of x is from 0 to 6. Okay, t is greater than 0, given del u upon del x equal to 0 at x equal to 0. Okay, and del u upon del x becomes 0 at x equals to 6. Okay, we have the boundary condition for x, that is 0 to 6. At x equal to 0, del u upon del x equal to 0, and at x equal to 6, del u upon del x equals to again 0. And this condition is also given, that is u at t equal to 0. U is a function of x and t. Okay, u is a function of x and t. So at t equal to 0, u becomes 2x. Okay, this all things are given in the problem. So what is given in the problem, that is we need to solve this. Del u upon del t equals to del square u upon del x square. Okay, given equation this are given, so we are going to apply finite Fourier cosine transform on both the sides. Why we are applying finite Fourier cosine transform? Because these two end conditions are given, that is del u upon del x is 0 at x equal to 0, and del u upon del x equal to 0 at x equal to 6. Okay, if you go to video number 25, if you go to the playlist I button here, in the playlist, if you go to video number 25, I have discussed, okay, for this, if these two things are given, okay, in that case we are going to use finite Fourier cosine transform. Okay, so for this equation we will apply finite Fourier cosine transform on both the sides. So you will get finite Fourier cosine transform of del u upon del t equal to finite Fourier cosine transform del square u upon del x square. Okay, you must be aware of this formula. Okay, you must remember this formula, that is finite Fourier cosine transform for del square u upon del x square equals to minus of n square pi square upon c square. Okay, fc of u plus del u upon del x c comma t. Okay, here we have c comma t cos c pi minus del u upon del x. Okay, del u upon del x 0 comma t. Okay, here the value of x is 0 and the here value of x is c. Okay, but as per the question, what is c? C is 6. Okay, as per the question, what is c? C is 6. That is the highest limit. Okay, upper limit you can say. So we can say this, that is finite Fourier cosine transform del u upon del t can be written as d upon dt of finite Fourier cosine transform of u. Okay, this equals to minus of n square pi square upon what is c? That is 6. C is 6. 6 square fc of u, okay, plus del u upon del x, what is c? That is 6. So 6 comma t cos c pi, that is cos 6 pi minus del u upon del x 0 comma t. Okay, we are having values. Okay, this value and this value, as per the question, both are given as 0. Okay, this is 0, this is again 0. So we can say these two terms are 0. So this equal to this only. Now this can be written as, okay, that is finite Fourier cosine transform of u can be written as u bar of c. Okay, u bar of c, which is a function of n and t. Okay, u bar c is a function of n and t. Okay, so d upon dt u bar c equals to minus of n square pi square upon 6 square is 36. This is again u bar c. Okay, now we'll apply separation variable. So this will become d u bar c upon u bar c equals to minus of n square pi square dt upon 36. Now after applying separation variable, now we need to integrate on both the sides. So on integrating both the sides, you will get this as log of u bar c equals to, this will become minus n square pi square 36 into t, plus because of this log we will put log c. Okay, now take this log c to the left hand side, you will get log a minus log b, that is log a upon b, that is log u bar c upon c, and this equals to minus of n square pi square t upon 36. Now if you take this log here, this will become e to the power minus of n square pi square t upon 36. Now simply take c here. So finally you can see that is u bar c. What is u bar c? This is a function of n and t. Okay, this is what? This is nothing but your finite Fourier cosine transform. Okay, this u bar c is finite Fourier cosine transform. Okay, so this is going to be c into e to the power minus n square pi square 36 into t, and this is my equation number 1. Now we need to find the value of c. Okay, to find the value of c, we will put t equal to 0. So on putting t equal to 0 to equation number 1, this will become u bar c n comma 0 equals to c, because this will become 1. As t is 0, so this whole part will become 0. E to the power 0 will become 1. So this equals to c. Now from finite Fourier cosine transform, okay, the general formula is this, that is fc of n equals to integration 0 to c f of x cos n pi x upon c dx, where n is any integer. Okay, what is fc of n? That is u bar c, okay, which is a function of n comma t. Now this equals to integration 0 to c. What is c? That is 6. So integration 0 to 6 limit, this is what? This is u. F of x is u, and u is a function of x and t into cos of n pi x upon what is c? That is 6 dx. Now simply put t equal to 0. Okay, in this equation simply put t equal to 0. So this is going to be u bar of c n comma 0, and this equals to integration 0 to c u x comma 0. Simply put t equal to 0. So this will become u comma x comma 0, and here we have cos of n pi x upon 6 dx. Okay, since we have put t equal to 0, so this is equal to this. On solving this, you will get this part. Okay, and what is this? This is c. Okay, if you compare this with this, you will get that the value of this integration is going to give me the value of c. Now put the value of c over this equation 1, so we'll get this part. Okay, and this is my target. Now we need to know what is the value of u at t equal to 0. Okay, this part is given in the question itself. That is, yes, coming to the question, u at t equal to 0. Okay, u is a function of x and t. So at t equal to 0, u is given as 2x. Okay, so in place of this, that is u x comma 0, we will put 2x. Okay, and simply solve the integration by using chain rule. Okay, so u bar c at t equal to 0 is equals to integration 0 to c 0 to 6 2x cos n pi x upon 6 dx. Now we will apply chain rule for solving this integration. So first term, as this is first function, this is my second function. Okay, as per Eilert rule, this is my first function, this is my second function. So first function as it is, integration second function, integration of cos will become sine. So sine n pi x upon 6 upon coefficient of x, that is n pi upon 6 in the denominator part. First term positive, second term negative, that is differentiation of 2x, that is 2. Okay, and integration this part, that is sine will become minus cos, integration sine is minus cos. So minus cos n pi x upon 6 upon n pi upon 6 whole square, that is n square pi square upon 36. Okay, again the limit is from 0 to 6. Fine. Now yes, take this 6 here, so this will become 12x upon n pi into sine of n pi x upon 6. Negative will become positive. Take this 36 here, so 36 into 2 will become 72 upon n square pi square into cos of n pi x upon 6. Okay, again the limit is from 0 to 6. Now if you put upper limit here, okay, if you put upper limit here, so 6 will get cancelled. Okay, 6 will get cancelled, so you are left with sine of n pi. Okay, sine of n pi, and the value of sine n pi is always 0. Okay, the value of sine n pi is always 0. So first term will become negative 0. On putting x equal to 0 here, this whole term will become 0. So for first term, on putting upper limit and lower limit, both the terms are 0. Now coming to the second term. Okay, if you put upper limit here, this part is constant, so writing this as it is, that is 72 upon n square pi square. If you put upper limit here, 6 get cancelled, so you are left with cos of n pi. And if you put lower limit, okay, upper limit positive, lower limit negative, this is as it is. Now if you put lower limit here, this will become cos 0. Okay, so on solving this, what you will get, that is u bar c. Okay, u bar c at t equal to 0 becomes 72. You can take 72 upon n square pi square common. Here cos n pi, the value of cos n pi is always minus 1 power n. Okay, and cos is how much? 1. So minus 1 power n minus 1, and this is my equation number 3. Okay, now comparing equation number 3 with equation number 2. Okay, so that we'll get the value of c, because equation number 2 says u bar c at t equal to 0 equal to c, and from equation number 3 we can say that is u bar c at t equal to 0 is 72 upon n square pi square into minus 1 power n minus 1. Okay, if you compare equation number 2 with 3, you will get c equals to 72 upon n square pi square minus 1 power n minus 1. Okay, now after getting the value of c, we will come to the equation number 1. Okay, what is equation number 1? That is u bar c at u bar c is which is a function of n comma t equal to c into e to power minus of n square pi square t upon 36. Okay. Now simply put the value of c in equation number 1. So you will get u bar c, which is a function of n and t equal to 72 upon n square pi square minus 1 power n minus 1 into e to power minus of n square pi square t upon 36. Okay. We have the value of u bar c. This is what? This is finite Fourier cosine transform. Okay. Now, but we need u. Okay. We need the value of u, which is a function of x and t. For that, we will apply inversion formula. Okay. What is inversion formula or inversion theorem? That is inverse finite Fourier cosine transform. Okay. If you apply inverse finite Fourier cosine transform for this equation, you will get u. Okay. U, which is a function of x and t. So applying inversion theorem, the formula is f of x equals to 1 upon c fc 0 plus 2 upon c summation n equals to 1 to infinity fcn cos n pi x upon 6. Okay. What is f of x? F of x is u. Okay. F of x is u, and u is a function of x and t. And now this is equals to 1 upon c. What is c? That is 6. 1 upon 6 fc 0. Okay. fc 0 plus 2 upon 6. What is c? That is 6. So 2 upon 6 summation n equals to 1 to infinity. What is fcn? That is u bar c into cos n pi x upon 6. Let's suppose this is my equation number 4. Okay. Now we need this value. Okay. Let me show you. We need the value of fc0. Okay. But we know that fcn equals to integration 0 to c f of x into cos n pi x upon c dx. Okay. So if you want to, if you put n equal to 0, okay, this will become fc0, and this is equal to integration 0 to c f of x dx, because this will become 0. Okay. If you put n equal to 0, this will become 0. So cos 0 is how much? 1. So this is going to be integration 0 to c f of x dx. Okay. Now what is f of x? That is u, and u is a function of x and t. And what is c? That is 6. Okay. So this is fc0 will become integration 0 to 6 u, which is a function of x comma t dx. Okay. Now simply put t equal to 0. Okay. Why we are putting t equal to 0? Because if this becomes this, okay, and we have the value of this as 2x, and this part is given in the problem only. Okay. Here you can see in the problem this part is given, that is at t equal to 0 u becomes 2x. So we are putting t equal to 0. Okay. So put t equal to 0, fc0, that is equal to integration 0 to 6 u x comma 0 dx. Now this is equal to 2x. Simply solve this integration 0 to 6 2x dx. Okay. 2 is here. Integration of x will become x square upon 2. Limit is from 0 to 6. Okay. Now 2 gets cancelled. If you put 6 here, this will become 36. If you put lower limit here, that will become 0. So this is going to give you the value as 36. Okay. So we can say fc0 is how much? 36. Now coming to this equation. Okay. That is u, which is a function of x and t, equal to, this is how much? 36. Okay. So 36 upon 6. 36 upon 6 plus 2 upon 6, that is 1 upon 3, summation n equals to 1 to infinity. What is this? This part is given. Okay. We have already solved for this part, that is this whole. Okay. So this part is written here. Okay. As you can see, that is 72 upon n square pi square. Okay. Into minus 1 power n minus 1 into e to power minus of n square pi square t upon 36 into cos this part, that is cos of n pi x upon 6. Now we can finally say this. Okay. That is u, which is a function of x and t, equal to, cancel both, you will get 6. Okay. Now if you bring this 72 here and pi square here, this is going to be 72 upon 3 will become 24 upon pi square. Summation n equals to 1 to infinity. Okay. This part is left, this part is left, and these two parts are left. Okay. So that is minus 1 power n minus 1 upon this n square into e to power minus of n square pi square t upon 36. Okay. Into cos of n pi x upon 6. And this is my final answer. Okay. Thank you so much.